Hello everybody, what is going on? And welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. I hope I find you well. We have a big game to start us off today. Real Sociedad in the quarter-finals of the Copa de España. And then we've got 3 league games to follow this before our first leg, round of 16 Champions League tie against Roma. So that is the plan for today's episode. I'm not sure if you'll see all 5 games live, but I do plan on showing you all 5 of those games. So without further ado, let's get ourselves started with our first game of the day. And although we are going for the league title this year, I wouldn't mind another cup. So let's see what we can do up against Sociedad. Team news for you then. As you see, Sociedad, that is their 11. We've seen this before when we played against them in that Super Copa defeat. The goal scorer on the day in that one was David, just playing in central attacking midfield, just in behind the striker. For us, though, we go with this team. Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Marquinhos, Grimaldo playing centre-back with Rice at left-back. Alenya captains the team in a midfield 3 of myself and Torreira. Werner, Goretzka and Rashica make up the front 3. And that is a brilliant turn inside our penalty area. And inside 9 minutes, Real Sociedad have scored. How do they just do it so effortlessly? It's as if we just forget how to defend whenever we play against them. We did this last time. I mean, it's a pass into feet. Marquinhos decides he wants to try and intercept it before it gets to the striker. And then after that, he's turned and it's a phenomenal finish into the far corner. Just over half an hour to play here. That's a great ball towards the back post. And Jesus makes it 1-1. Sociedad, who were leading through the first half goal from Mohamed Kudus, has now just been equalised. And what a pick out this is as well. And up until this, actually, Sociedad have only scored. They've not really had another chance. But yeah. Jesus literally just come on and he scores with one of his first touches. That is what you want to see. Jesus towards Werner, finds the ball off towards us, and now we're into the penalty area past the challenge. Surely got to be. What a block that is in that penalty area to stop it being 2-1. That is top quality defending. Into the last minute of play here. Gabriel Jesus down the left-hand side. Looking for the ball towards the near post. And a big stop. How is it not 2-1? I'm running out of stamina here as well. So I'm just trying to make sure I save some. But I had to make the run forward there. Especially the position we were in. Corner ball. Last minute of injury time. I'm not sure if we go to extra time or not. And there's the poor cross into the middle. And that is an understatement. Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. And the referee blows his full-time whistle. As games go, I really do not want to try and call a winner here because I've got no idea which way this will go. Till towards the goal scorer. And Kudus nearly got himself a second. 30 seconds left of extra time and we will go to penalties. Oh, what a chance. What a chance right at the end for Jonathan David. My goodness, that could have so easily have been 2-1. We're going to penalties though, and we know how penalties are. Let's see. Nothing to separate the two sides. Over 120 minutes. So we go to spot kicks. Sociedad score first. Soler, it's saved. They lead by 1-0. They hit the post. Okay, Jesus scores. We're back in this. And he makes no mistake. 1-1. And they will go with the third penalty. Alisson. Post again. Romario Barro scores. Advantage Barcelona. Oyarzabal needs to pick his spot and find it. And that is a phenomenal penalty into the bottom corner. Alenya up next for Barcelona. These come through so quickly. Slots home to the right-hand side. If Alisson saves it or they miss, we're through to the semi-finals. If not, It'll fall on the 5th penalty, which I think I will be taking. Jonathan David misses for Sociedad. Barcelona advance through to the semi-finals of the Copa de España. Commiserations to the home team, because once again, they showed great fight, great determination. Somebody, though, had to be knocked out. And penalties, they're the worst way to go, in my opinion. David, who was the hero of the Super Copa final, has missed his spot kick. Kudus scored the goal to put them ahead, and I thought that we were heading for potentially another defeat to Sociedad. They were brilliant defensively at times as well, as they had to be. But Jesus got the equaliser, and we got the job done on penalties. That result means we now face Levante in the semi-finals, and we will show you that match straight after our highlights of our league game up against Girona. 4 goals to show you from this one, starting off with us taking the lead. After a nice passing move, Lucas Torreira found the ball through to Melendo, who finished at the near post to make it 1-0. We then would go on to make it 2. The same goal scorer, this time though, it was Goretzka providing the assist. Similar finish to the first one, and we were on top for the majority of this match as we went 3-0 in front just after the start of the second half. This time around, though, it's the ball into the middle, and then it was Rashica with the finish to make it 3-0. Melendo, however, did complete his hat-trick with 20 minutes left, as some neat footwork inside the penalty area pulled it onto the left foot and found the finish back across the goalkeeper into the far corner. Game over, 4-0 win, happy days. Good 3 points for us to pick up. Let's see if we can pick up a victory in our semi-final match. Here we go then for the semi-final of the Copa de España. Alenya starts up front as our captain. Melendo into midfield. And in terms of Levante's side, we'll have a quick look at that in the player ratings, because I missed it in the earlier part of that. So here is their starting 11. Let's get an early goal, just to make sure there's no chance of a Levante fight back. As already 3 minutes in, that's the early goal that we wanted. Melendo's got it as well. I imagine we will be pretty much on top for the majority of this game in terms of the stats, possession, chances, all that stuff. No disrespect to Levante, but you'd expect us to win this one. And what a start that is. Alenya's back heel, we've got Rashica to the right, and there's the ball out to him, and he's hit the outside of the post. We are just sat inside Levante's half. And this second goal is on its way unless they find an answer to this, really. We may have been sat in Levante's half, but that is a wondrous goal in response. I won't call it a wondrous effort because it's gone in the top corner. Out of nowhere, Levante have found an equaliser. I'm actually kind of stunned. This is sensational. Even to score past Alisson is one thing. To do it like that is a whole other thing. Well, alright then. 1-1. Rashica hit the post before, and I was saying they need to find an answer, otherwise it's going to be 2-0. How about that for an answer? Half time here, 1-1 at the break. Levante's goal seemingly has knocked the wind out of our sails a little bit, so we need to try and regain control of this match. We had it up until that, we let them out of their half once, and they got back into the game. And this is the area where we need to try and find a way back in front here. Jesus, brilliant footwork, and that is a great little ball backwards. And we rifle it into the top corner. 2-1, lead restored as well. And all the credit to Gabriel Jesus, who showed some quick feet in order to get past the defender. And then in here, this is just good composure. Lays it back, and we have to score. This is Romario Barro. Nice ball into our feet. And there's the pass off to Alenya, who will make sure of the victory. And our spot in the final of the Copa de España surely is secure now. It has been a much better second half from us. And this will make it 4 if we can finish it off the crossbar. It doesn't matter anyway. The win's secured, but it would have been nice to get another goal here and make it 4. We weren't too far away. May as well stay with you for the last minute or so. Levante's wonder goal was really all we saw from them in this game. The one time they got out of their half and they pull off a shot like that. Unbelievable strike. Sadly for them, not enough to send them through to a final. We will see if we are facing Atletico in that final after we get out of this game, because their game is playing. I think they're playing Deportivo, if I remember rightly. I'll imagine they've won that game, so we'll see. Turns out they won by 6-0. And I forgot that the semi-finals are over 2 legs. So we're not quite in the final just yet. But with a 3-1 advantage, I'd like to think that we will make it there. And it looks like we will be facing Atletico in that final if we can make it. So we went into our next game and our last post-con match of the day, Celta Vigo back in the league. And we actually scored with our right foot in this one to give us the lead. The celebration as well that we switched to, celebrating with the rest of the lads there. And yeah, a bit of a rare sight seeing us score with our weaker foot. Still only 1-star weak foot. We're 85 episodes in, and I still only have a 1-star weak foot, which is mad. But still, Celta had their moments, had their chances. Alisson with a big save there. And I knew we probably needed a second goal just to make sure that we would probably get the points from this one. I tried to find it here, but some good goalkeeping as well stopped it. But from the resulting corner, a phenomenal header from Marquinhos at the near post to find it in towards the back of the net. 2-0 up in the game, 5 or so minutes to go until half-time. And as I show you another replay of this, what a header it is. He's quite far out here, so he has to generate the power and everything behind it, and he does so well to do it. So, fair play, 2-0. It looked like the points were coming our way, but with 15 minutes to play, Celta, they got themselves back in this. And yeah, I will say, I was slightly disappointed with Alisson. I highlighted the big save he made before, but I think this is a poor decision to come and try and stop this cross. Like, if you're going to come out, you've either got to catch it or get it out a bit further than what he did, because eventually he just puts it straight to Calvin Phillips. There's a slicer look about it, though, when his shot is blocked straight back into the path of Basogog, but what a finish it was from him. Now, luckily, we held on to pick up the 3 points. So, 2-1 win, and that is the last of the league action for the day, as we sim our game against Eibar, a 4-1 victory. I needed a rest ahead of our Champions League tie against Roma. Let's see what happened in that game. Time now for our final game of today, as we have Roma to finish the episode. And De Ligt is starting up front. Our centre-back, our captain, is starting up front. Yeah, Roma's team's not bad at all. There's a fair few 85, 86, 87 rated players in their team. Might even have a couple above that as well. So this isn't going to be an easy game. And when you start with a centre-back up front, I don't know what's happening, I'll be honest. But we'll get into this game anyway. You watch, he'll score a hat-trick. As for Roma's 11, there it is on the screen. Top scorer Fedor Shalov, 7 in 6 in the Champions League for him. So we need to not let him have a chance tonight. And yeah, we might win the game. Half-time in the game. Roma started off the better of the two sides here, but not a noteworthy chance to show you yet. They've dominated possession. And really, one of the most boring first halves I've seen. Roma attack down the left-hand side, and that's a decent effort, actually. The first highlight, really, 52 minutes in. Adley's volley goalwards. Alisson makes the save. And that is the end of our game, ladies and gentlemen. 17 minutes to play. The substitution comes through. I asked for the sub because, quite frankly, I may as well have not have played this game. Honestly, we've not offered anything going forward, as Tielemans will have a shot, and I believe Alisson has made the save on that. Let's see, is it a corner? Yes, it is. What a save by our goalkeeper. Time ticking away, and there you go. 0-0 to end off the day, ladies and gentlemen. No matter how hard I try, I can't hype that game up. So that's a disappointing way to end off what I would say has otherwise been a pretty okay day. I'll sign off the episode. We'll check out the league table and whatnot before we go today. But let me know, have you guys ever had that with the centre-back playing up front? That's the first time I've seen it. I have seen, obviously, players playing out of position and playing up front, centre midfielders and such, but I've never seen a centre-back up there. Anyway, we move on. This is the league table as we go today then. 14 games to go. 3 points. Still the gap to us and Atletico. And it does, in fact, go on head-to-head. Thank you for all of those comments that you guys left me, letting me know that. I wasn't sure last time, but you guys told me it does go on head-to-head records. We need to make sure that we also beat them in our next game against them. But yeah, still a long way to go, and anything could happen between now and the end of the season. For the other stuff, we've got the Copa de España. I probably mentioned this earlier. I thought we were through. Turns out it's 2 legs. I have probably already told you this in the post-com section, but just in case, we're not quite through to the final yet. There is 2 legs, so we still have to play Levante again. Atletico beat Deportivo 6-0 in their first leg, so I'd like to say they're probably through to the final. And the Champions League, after that boring 0-0 draw against Roma, we'll have some work to do in the second leg at their place. But obviously, if we score, it's an away goal to play with, and yeah, we'll just try and do the job at their ground. But still, a massive thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, a huge thank you as well for all of your support on the channel. Until next time, if you are around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Help me get one step closer to 100k subs. Stay safe, people. Have a good day, have a good evening, and I will see you all again soon. Adios.